All praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Brakathu Yahweh, Brakathu Yahweh Shai. Brakathu Yahweh, Brakathu Yahweh Shai. Brakathu Yahweh, Brakathu Yahweh Shai. Kal Halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Bahasham Rakar Kadash. I give double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone and to our brothers out there on the highways and byways teaching His truth and sincerity. And to all our sincere brothers and sisters learning this ministry, including myself. Yeah, I just came across this video. I know, brothers and sisters, we've got more important things to worry about, right? Because the times are near, right? The end is coming, right? Because what's happening now with this Russia and England and things are happening, right? But I just wanted to bring across these articles, these little things that they've been pushing, right? Which can influence this whole world we're living in, right? This video is about gender toys, right? Now at the end of the day, right, it starts from home, okay? Right? Now there's a rule, in the scriptures it says that your parents have to account for you, right? From you're born till you reach like the age of 12, right? And then from the age of 12 you have the common sense to know you're in a system, right? Then you have to follow certain laws, okay, of the system. But before that, right, you're under the jurisdiction of your parents, your mother and your father, a woman and a man. Okay? So I just can't stand, I detest this confusion. Right? I'm going to play this video here, right? Now this girl here, I don't know how old she is, 4 or 3 or whatever. They said it in the video, right? But she's under the parents' rules. So therefore, you must train up your child. So when you train up your child, when they get to a certain age, when it gets to a certain time where you're not in control of them anymore because they're an adult, they have that common sense. They have that nurture to do good or bad, right? Obviously, if you've got an evil spirit in you, that's a different case, right? Then they stone you in the kingdom, but you can't do that here. We can't do it here, right? So I'm going to bring a scripture here. And this is in Luke 2 and 42. Luke 2 and 42. And it says, right? And when he was 12 years of old, they went up into Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. All right? Now, when I said 12 years old, that time, as I said, he was under the law of the parents, right? Until the age of 12, which is the new covenant. All right? So, what I'm trying to say to you, basically, is that you have people in this world that try to confuse things. I'm going to play this video and you're going to get an idea of what I'm saying, right? Confusion. So what I'm trying to say to you, under that age, what I'm trying to say to you, brothers and sisters, this little girl here, right, was influenced by her mother and father. Now, if they're messed up in their brain and think a certain way, which is pride, they don't follow the scriptures, they're going to think, in a messed up way, influencing their kids the wrong way. Because the way this man asked her questions, you could tell that she was influenced. It's not natural like that. Right? You must train up your child in a certain way, right? So when they get older, they know the good and bad. Okay? But this is all total confusion, right? And this is what you call pushing. You're pushing. Listen, when you listen, you could bring up your child. The child could play, right? Right? But there's a degree of how could I say, brothers and sisters? Right? There's a way of doing it. Okay? You know you have a girl and you know have a boy, you bring them up accordingly. You teach them and play with toys, yes, don't get me wrong. Playing is playing, right? But you have the righteous side of playing, right? And you have the unrighteous side of playing, but which could cause confusion. Okay? Now watch this video, please.
They're the little plastic bricks that children have enjoyed for 70 years. But now Lego is embroiled in a very modern battle. Did you know some people said that Lego is just for boys?
That's not fair.
Not fair.
The girls isn't.
It's not fair to girls, is it?
No.
4-year-old Edie loves Lego. She didn't take too kindly to being told it's just for boys.
If it was just for boys in the world, then the girls would all be crying.
For it to be called boys' toys, I got quite a shock.
Flicking through a Big W catalogue, Edie's mum, Hannah Fitzharding, was surprised to see the toys split into genders. Blue pages for boys and pink for girls. Lego was on the blue page.
Right, they do it for a reason, right? For confusion, right? When you go into a supermarket, right? When you go into a supermarket to shop, when you go through that front door, that front glass door, yes? You don't have 1,001 products, right? All mixed up together, do you? No, they are categorized in sections, right? The flour is for the, and near the flour you have the bread, then you have the milk, then you have the eggs together. They categorize everything near to each other, right? So it doesn't create confusion, right? Because when you're making bread, right, you need flour. Okay, if you're making a cake, you need eggs. So they put everything in uniform. Okay, there's a balance to life, a righteous balance. You put everything in order. But if you put everything together, the bleach, the washing detergents, and the meat, even that, you see, it's even getting worse. You put the meat and the bread and the milk and everything together on the same shelves, all mixed up together. It's going to create confusion. Okay? Right. So there's always one bitch. There's always one person or people, a set of people who having their own fucking pride in their own ways to think that they know all. And they think, no, but why this and why that? Listen, shut the fuck up and just listen to order. Right? And stop pushing it on people. Right? So just because you looked at a magazine and there's one section for the boys and one section, and so what? So if you put everything together, it's going to be 100 times harder for you to look at to go through every toy because they're all mixed up, right? So they put the blue into one section for the boys, and why not? From I as a child growing up, right? I know for a fact that Lego was for boys. I'm not saying girls cannot play with Lego, but Lego was for boys, right? I'm not sure. It doesn't mean that girls can't experiment in playing, right? And putting blocks together. Yes, right? But it's a boy's job to put those blocks together, right? And it increases knowledge, and because let's face it, right? Let's be real, right? On building sites, you should have men, right? It's a physical, strenuous job. A man's job, right? So think about it. When you have Lego, right, it's a building, it's like a building block, right? So when a child uses that, a boy in specific, yes, it's like, how can I explain to you? You might disagree with me, but when he's building these blocks, it's a sense of achievement. He builds something, he feels creative. Girls can do it too, right? But behind the boy now, it influenced to go a step further. Okay, building. I want to be a builder. I'm just giving an example, yes? And what I'm trying to say to you, that caused him to go into the future, right? To maybe become a builder. I'm just giving you a basic reasoning, rationalization to it, yes? Right? But when you have a woman, a little girl playing with a Lego, she could play with Lego. I'm not saying she mustn't touch it. She could play with it. But it just, she starts to go, and then she might play with it innocently, right? Listen, but there's somebody higher than her, right, older, that is going to influence her and goes, you can play with that, you can build something with that. could be a builder, right? You could do a strenuous job. I'm not saying you can't do strenuous jobs, right? Heavy lifting jobs, but it was designed for men. Okay, it was designed for men.